Hey ladies, my name is Sarah Johnson. I've made this video to help answer questions, talk about an opportunity that is huge for my med spas, salon owners, gym people, anybody in general that has a desire to help people navigate their health. So I'm not sure what you've been told, if you've heard anything yet, but I'm just going to start the spiel as if I'm just introducing myself. But I'm Sarah. I've been a social seller influencer online for 12 years. I've made 6 figures a year consistently for those years. And now I'm kind of moving into the telehealth space because it's a massive opportunity for people that are busy professionals that just want to share something and get a residual income. So I locked and loaded on that because I saw the income potential, which we will get to in just a little bit. So let's talk about what it is, okay? A lot of people have heard of Ozempic, Zepbound, Mounjaro, all of those things, but they're expensive, right? And a lot of companies and insurance will not cover that. But yet you've got this group of women, including myself, 35 plus, that we are entering perimenopause. I have PCOS. I just got diagnosed with Hashimoto's, and it's been a disaster. I want to show a picture of myself. It was hard to take that picture. I really care about how I look. I did the gym. I do the gym 5 days a week. I cardio, I lift, and look at the inflammation on my body. This right here was my starting point, and when I decided to take things into my hands and do an intake form myself, because this inflammation from the levothyroxine, the dead thyroid that I had, I was like an uphill battle. I just kept having issues. I couldn't keep my weight down. I just needed a little tool. A lot of people are afraid of the tool, the shots. The media has portrayed it in such a way that it's a negative thing. But one thing changed my mind. Just one podcast from Dr. Tina Moore. I will link you up to that so that you can make your own informed decisions. But Dr. Tina Moore is a naturopath, and she talks about the benefits, and there's a whole community of holistic doctors and integrative practitioners and nurses that are on board with microdose settings, because when people struggled and there was a negative connotation to the Zepbounds and all the things that people were taking a couple years ago, what happened was those were being prescribed at high doses and being hammered hard. That's where you get the weight loss in your face and the Ozempic face and the hair coming out and the gluteals, the muscle loss. But what if you could microdose that far lower than the regular dosing, deal with inflammation, feel better, sleep better, and also help you maintain and manage your weight when you are doing all the right things and have all of those tools. So next, we're going to talk about the tools that we use here when we refer people to this intake form, okay? This is a few of my clients right here that started without the shots. And this is a lovely supplement stack that I normally get my clients started on. Because what we're finding is in the past, people would start these shots and they didn't move their body. They didn't commit to going to the gym. They didn't do all the things. They just took a shot and ate terrible and then lost weight, but were never taught the right ways to eat and do. This is a tool. Again, this is a tool. This is not a quick fix, but it is a proper tool for inflammation, PCOS. You saw in my photo how well I'm doing into week 4. This is my 4th week. But we have things like clear protein. This is a clear protein that's frosted lemonade. It's so helpful and supportive because when you're drinking you're drinking calories, you're drinking your waters, why not have a clear liquid protein that tastes really good? I'm actually drinking mine right now with a little bit of dragon fruit. This is a trim stick. This is a pre-workout. So there's great supplemental stacks that we can help people in their journey. But that is just one aspect. So it's called, Zingular over here and then XMD over here, and they are parent companies to each other. So you join one, you're a part of both. So normally what I do, I get this out right here. I've got this sitting out. I've got a QR code for myself. We get them to the intake form here. They order their product, and then boom, you've got a client. Where it gets really fun is if they want to also be a rep with you. It's $1. It's $1 to do that, and I can help get your people registered with you. We will stack people under you. And then next we're going to talk about the income. I'm pretty sure that's what you're going to care about the most. So that's where we're going next. So this part's really exciting because I've been a part of a lot of social selling platforms, and I normally seek things that is not going to be hard for somebody. So there's no stock you need to keep. You don't have to do all this stuff. This is where it gets really good. So every time a customer orders, you are paid, and you're going to be paid anywhere from $71 to $170 per client. And that's repeating every single month because they stay on a subscription. Okay, so you don't have to have a team. The price is fixed regardless of dosing, so you don't have to worry about that. There's no complex regulations, qualifications, no monthly fees, and you get up to $10,000 in fast start cash as you get more referrals. So I love that because I just enjoy sharing something that I love. I don't like to have to micromanage a bunch of people under me. And even though I have built massive teams and I am here, I like that the pressure's not on for me to hope that they perform, but I can perform and do really well. Does that make sense? All right, next up. I'm gonna put this one on the screen and read it to you. It's on my phone right now. But let's just have a scenario of you referring with your little flyer and your QR code, you referring to semaglutide with the add-ons like inositol, B12. Those are always added in free of charge, and they really help a body well. It's not just your standard Ozempic. It's gonna have NAD plus. I mean, those kind of things are really amazing to have with inflammation and all of the things that you might be suffering from. So let's just break this down. Here's the video, or the photo right here. So semaglutide income breakdown. Earnings per customer is going to be 90 to 110 per customer. So imagine you're sitting there in your salon. Your girl's getting her hair done. Women, if they love having their hair done and looking good, you know they care about their bodies. I did not want to go crazy suffering all next 10 years in perimenopause. You get desperate, right? You get so desperate, and PCPs, primary carers, they don't give a crap about your symptoms. They're just like, nope, your labs look good. Well, no, they don't, ma'am, mister. No, they don't. So monthly residual, if you've got 10 customers, let's just say you had 10 people in your chair this month, you got $900 to $1,100 that you're getting every month with those 10 people that order every month. And that's just 10. I make it a goal to bring on 10 new clients every month. Because to me, I'm talking to people, you talk to people. What is the number one thing people talk about? I mean, when I get in the chair, I'm always telling my hairstylist, oh my God, I've gained like 10 pounds. I'm trying to deal with like my Hashimoto's diagnosis. Boom. You've got a conversation starter where you're like, yeah, I've been struggling too. I started microdosing semaglutide after a podcast changed my mind. And they'll say, what podcast? Link them to the podcast. I will send it to you. I will have landing pages for every single one of you that are gorgeous, that look just like mine, because I can dupe them in 60 seconds. And it's beautiful. Then you don't have to do any explaining. The link does all of it for you. You're like, here's my link. Go to that, see what you think. And then you've got clients coming in every month and staying on it. People stay on the microdose because it's a prescription, but they view it as a supplement. For me, I'm on it for the rest of my life, like forever, because I have Hashi, I have BP1. Little something about me, bipolar medication psychs, they cause insulin resistance. But do you think my doctor ever going to give me a prescription covered by insurance for semaglutide? Absolutely not. So I pay $199 a month to get my shot, and that is freaking cheap. And then I just have 4 customers which paid for mine. So if you get the 4 customers, your shots are free. Let's just say you had 20 customers. All right. So let's say in the next 2 months, you get 20 customers and you just keep building on your database. That's $1,800 to $2,200. So what would $2,200 a month do for your family on top of what you're already bringing in as a freaking baddie in a salon? A lot, right? So let's drop down. I won't say all of these, but I've still got the video, the picture on the page. The tirzepatide is a little more expensive, so you're going to get a little bit more a month on that. You'll get $120 to $140 a month on tirzepatides. So let's drop down to the 20 customer mark there where we ended on the previous one, and that's $2,400 to $2,800 a month. Consistent income. That is more than a mortgage, baby. More than a mortgage. And this is not hard stuff. If you want me to come in and do a training on how I talk to people, how we just have discussions on this, and how I close multiple accounts a week, we can do this. Everybody connect with my Instagram account. My Facebook got shut down. I have a tech team that I just paid a pretty dollar for to recover my account, because you do not want to take pictures that have needles in it. Apparently they thought I was selling illicit drugs. We don't want that. But Instagram is still up, and I'm at simply.sarah.j. Connect with me there. That is where I do a lot of my influencing and cold leads, and I just throw stuff out there. But if you're busy, you don't like social media, or you're not even somebody that's on it, that's fine. Look, you can do word of mouth because you have an entire clientele coming to you every day. So you could do that on top of, hey, here's my journey. I post a picture like this and I get people wanting it. I'm like, look, I just got diagnosed. People want to hear your story. You don't have to be some pep rep salesman, some person that knows everything about it. You just have to share you. That is all I've ever done in my career, and it led me to really great places. So here we are. This is what we're going to do. I know this was fairly brief, but I didn't want it to be too long. But I wanted you to see that we have an amazing program here for the GLP-1 and peptides, and we just released separate peptides that you can add later. Like, people are really into the longevity stuff, like Samorelin, NAD+, B12 MIC. So there's a little list of things, if you know about those, like the fitness industry is super into that. But let's go. I mean, this is such a no-brainer. It's $1 to be a referral agent, to be a pep rep. I'll bring this to you guys. I will bring this to you with your name on it, your QR, because every single person that registers with myself or registers somewhere in my downline, I have access to all your links, and I will bust out a landing page that's gorgeous. And now we just go into questions. What questions do we have? How can I help you get started? And this is amazing. It's going to be really good for where you're positioned at. And I hope we meet soon. Bye.